From hit-and-run gigs to big sell-out stadium shows all across Europe, Oasis have become the success story of the 90s. But how did they get here? MTV News has followed the group every step of the way on their quest to become the biggest band in the world. Now, MTV News brings you the definitive story. This is still MTV's Oasis weekend. I'm backstage here with 3/5 of Oasis. We're about to kick things off with a mix of Oasis. We're first off live, Wonderwall at Earl's Court. You remember anything about that, Liam?
About it?
Do you remember it?
What?
Earl's Court?
No, I don't remember nothing about it, no. I'm not meant to remember anything about it.
Well, let's have a look then.
Hiya, this is Noel Gallagher from Oasis, and this is Star Tracks. And coming up next is the Beatles, Free as a Bird, and Cooler Shaker, Tatvow, whatever that means. Yep. Hiya, you're still watching Star Tracks, and I'm still here. Been badgered. And this is Paul Weller, Peacock Suit.
Sorry, Tim. The show's called Star Tracks. So it's just a welcome back to Star Tracks. You're 2 8 weeks.
Welcome back to Star Trek. Then it's our turn to pick some videos, darlings. John Lennon, Imagine, because he's great. John Lennon, Nobody Told Me, because he's great.
Glad to see you're still with us. This is the Oasis weekend coming to you from Loch Lomond in Scotland. Yeah. These are some Oasis fans. Over the next 60 minutes, you can see a celebrity mix from some of the bands that have played on the bill here over the weekend. First off is Cast. So to make up for the fact that you're missing the Manic Street Preachers on stage over there, whilst we're here backstage at Oasis's Loch Lomond gigs, we're going to show you a selection of videos from some of the bands that appeared on this weekend's bill. And to kick it off, here's Cast with Walk Away on Oasis Weekend. Well, it's nearly time for me to sign off from this part of the Oasis weekend, and even though the weather's not too good, things have brightened up considerably from where I'm standing. What do you think of Oasis, young lady?
I think they're fantastic.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What are you doing for the next hour?
I think I'll be watching Pure Oasis.
Pure Oasis. Nice one. Here it is, Pure Oasis, an hour about your favourite band. Well, we managed to get through most of the day before we resorted to toilet humour. That's it for this, the first leg of the Oasis weekend. Coming up for you now, we've got a mix of videos from some of the big stars hanging out backstage and front of stage this weekend. Kicking it off with the surprise guests for Saturday's bill, Black Grape with Kelly's Heroes. Nice. And what about the two shows here in Scotland this weekend? What does that mean?
Well, to me it means a lot because obviously I'm Scottish, and it's like, you know, like they were actually more popular here before, you know, the rest of Britain. You know, you get these you know, at the record company and you find out where your records are selling, and like we always used to, up to very recently, about 6 months ago, we were always bigger sort of per catchment area in Scotland than we were in any other part of Britain, which is kind of funny considering they come from Manchester, you know.
It's good actually to see them as Southerners somewhere finally.
Yeah, I know these Southern kind of Manx, yeah. I don't think they see themselves as Southerners, but you know, like they are Southerners compared to, you know, us Celts.
And can you sort of plot where their influences are now? What they're influencing as a band, what they've done?
I think, I think it's basically the same kind of thing they've always been in. It's like the Who, it's like the Pistols, it's the Stones, it's the Beatles. Do you know what I mean? You know, but
I mean, actually, who they're influencing now, where you can see the influence of that.
Well, I think you can see that by what's getting on Radio 1. Do you know what I mean? It's got an edge. It's guitars. It's do you know what I mean? It's like it's different. Do you know what I mean? For what Radio 1 was 2 or 3 years ago. I mean, obviously, like Radio 1's changed a lot. You know, because it's like, you know, it's actually got listenable. It never used to be very listenable. But the whole Radio 1 thing's, you know, it's all become a lot more sort of like guitar orientated and with an edge. And bands with attitude are actually getting in the charts. It's good. I think pop music's the best it's possibly ever been at the moment. You know.